What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my little cozy corner. I've been getting asked a lot of questions about this little corner here, actually, and why there's a desk but no chair. I actually have lived here for over a year now. I just have not bought a chair, and my reasoning is because I find paying $70 for a chair unnecessary. One day I'll get a chair. This video, I want to talk about some tips and tricks on how to eat healthy on a budget. All the time, who ask me, I want to eat healthy, but eating healthy is so expensive. I feel you, girl. Eating healthy is very expensive. I drop about $100 to $120 on groceries for myself for about 2 weeks. So I totally get it. So I'm gonna share some tips and tricks with y'all to show you how you can save money, plan ahead, and hopefully start eating healthy because it is affordable and it is in your budget. My first tip, budget. Set out your budget. That's a lot of money to spend on groceries. Like $100 is a lot. So it's really like $50 a week. Some people like to go grocery shopping every week. Other people, like myself, like to go every 2 weeks, like when I get paid. I have an idea of what I want to spend and I try to stick around that. Set out an exact amount. Be more specific. Like I set an estimate because I know I wander a little bit. I want to try it. So that's like $3 more onto my thing. So I leave myself an estimate. If you're very strict and a stickler to your budget, make sure you set an exact amount in your head, write it down, whatever you have to do to ensure you stick to that budget. I believe. Meal plan. My next tip is all about meal planning. I mainly write out my dinners because that's the thing I mainly meal plan. Breakfast, I kind of eat around the same thing all the time. Like I buy a few things where I can alternate it. I know I'm gonna alternate between having oats with fruit or toast with peanut butter and banana or avocado toast with a side of fruit. I kind of just alternate through those. So I know my go-tos for breakfast. I also don't really eat lunch. I just snack. I have like set snacks and then I eat dinner. My dinners are usually bootables, but I do like to switch it up here and there. So this week I was really trying to focus on saving a little extra money. I only spent $95, which has been the lowest I've spent in a long time. I've been trying to look up different recipes I could try, especially because I'm vegan. So a lot of them are like chickpea based and stuff because I know that's kind of cheaper. So make sure you're planning ahead of time so then you know what to buy, you know what you need. So on top of that is write a list. I know growing up, you used to low-key make fun of the people that wrote lists in grocery stores. Oh, look at that cute old lady with her little grocery list. How cute is that? One day, man, that's gonna be me as a grandma. I did not know me as a grandma was 24. I write out a list the night before, usually. Sometimes 2 days before, and I brainstorm. I low-key get very into it. I separate all my groceries by like fruits, vegetables, I do grains, I do like nuts / seeds, I do condiments, I do a dairy section, a meat section, because I'm vegan, so that's why I did this. I write out each thing I need under those categories so it can kind of give me a brighter picture on what I am shopping for. But the point is to write a list and stick to it, especially if you're worried about your budget. If I went into the grocery store without a plan, especially if I'm hungry, I'm gonna buy whatever I want. Point is, make a list. It's going to save you a lot more money, especially if you plan your meals ahead of time. You'll know what to buy you can save money, or at least try to. Next tip is something that has helped me and something I have learned. Sometimes, especially living in Florida where you think like fruits and vegetables are in season all year long, well, they're not. If you actually Google what vegetables are and fruits are in, there's a lot of websites that provide detailed lists per month as to what vegetable and what fruit is in season. Those vegetables and fruits that are actually in season are going to be on sale. I went to the grocery store and blueberries are in season. They were about like $2, whereas 2 weeks ago I went, they were like $4. Notice like grapes and like pineapple and different fruits and vegetables, the prices fluctuate because it goes off what's in season. The fruits and vegetables that are not in season are harder to get. That's why we make them more expensive. I think that's economics. Another side one is make sure you eat before you go to the grocery store. I normally don't, so that's like a counterproductive tip, I guess, because I intermittent fast and oftentimes I'm like out of groceries by the time I have to go. So I usually finish up like the last thing I have for breakfast the day before. So I can't really eat until after I go grocery shopping. But I usually do chug some water to make sure I'm fuller. If you go to a grocery store on an empty stomach, you're bound to be like, wow, that looks good. Wow, that also looks good. Another thing is I always try and be more realistic about the things I'm gonna eat. This recipe calls for this, but like if you don't like that, you don't have to include it and make it more catered to you and what you like. So don't feel like you have to dish out extra money just to have like a bougie bootable that you can post on Instagram, when in reality you hate broccoli and cauliflower and it's a broccoli and cauliflower power bowl. These are kind of my tips and tricks on how to eat healthy on a budget. I know they're kind of short and quick tips, but they do really help. Planning ahead, writing lists, and being strict on yourself to stick to that list is going to help you to not like freelance and just estimate what you need. I'm gonna at my mom really quick. My trip home in Pennsylvania, my mom went to the store and she bought like peanut butter or something, like another 2-pack big jar of peanut butter, and I was like, we already have 3 of these. Write out a list because you don't want to assume you need something when in reality you have a lot of that something. That list is going to help you in the long run. I hope these tips and tricks were helpful. They won't work for everyone, but hopefully they can help guide you in the right direction in terms of eating healthy on a budget. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one.